Welcome back. Okay, two things. First of all, this is actually my second time recording this, which is why there are now two save files. I was in the process of, I did a test podcast with Blank Door, and I had to, because of the way I was recording it, I had to fiddle with my recording devices and just forgot to change it back. So the first time I recorded this, it was actually, there was no sound from me, and the in-game sounds were ridiculously ear-shatteringly loud.
Fan control computer now online.
Yay. Secondly, the reason the reason there are two save files, first is in case anything like that happens again, I'm going to keep a backup of the first one so that I can go back and do it easily instead of having to start the entire game again like I did here. Although that has actually come in useful, but I'll come back to that in a moment. The second thing is the reason I went to load rather than continue.
Alright, we're on board and heading to the bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Yeah,
Whatever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to die out here.
Your lack of confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
Oh my, what's all this? Right. Second reason is, I don't know if it still applies, but when I first played through this game, actually before I had it on Steam, there was a bug with it. If you went to if you were on hard, I think it was only on hard. It might have been on Nightmare or Insane, whichever the higher difficulty is as well, which you get from finishing it. Anyway, if you were on hard and you went to continue, instead of continuing the game as was, it would actually reset it to normal mode now. So I go through load rather than continue just in case that still applies. As I said, I'm not sure if it is, but I don't want to take any chances. So I found out the hard way. Pretending to be dead. So I found out the hard way after finishing the game. I was like, yay, you finished it on hard, and then looked at the thing above and realised, no, it's normal. But as I said, the other thing about starting was, I'm sure you spotted my stash of meds in the elevator. In my previous video I said I wasn't going to come back.
We made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
I wasn't going to come back and collect everything for the store later. Well, because I've restarted it, it's now there instead of all the way back in the maintenance bay, which means I actually will now come back and pick it all up. So, yes. But before that, remember this guy this time. The first time I recorded it, I actually forgot he was there. Are the in-game sounds still on the loud side? I've turned them down once already. So, I'm going to do it again. There we go. Hopefully that'll do it. It is a little bit overpowering, and I'm only on stereo speakers and it's loud to me in my room. I do actually have a 5.1 kit, which is currently broken, unfortunately. By the way, get the hell out of there, you madman. Why are you on fire? And convenient timing. Yes, once again, I haven't logged out of Steam. What I just said then? Stick around at the end, I'm going to put a little bonus on there for you to explain the relevance. For now, let me just deal with these chaps. Not taking all that long. Come on. There we go. Come on. You know you want to. Do 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 do. I appear to have run out of ammunition. Convenient timing. Fear the mighty boot. The mighty boot! It's a bit like the mighty boosh, but not now. For those who don't know,
What the hell is happening down there?
Mighty Boosh is an English TV
Those
show.
are at home. It's the only way off the ship.
That's it.
Kendra,
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
Oh, fall off. Fall off. Thank you.
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well,
Forget for
where's the
not giving
captain?
me loot.
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Mathias. Location? Med lab. Status?
Dun, 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 dun.
Deceased.
What? How?
I can't access that information. Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Ceiling cat. Ceiling cat is watching.
Find your weapons and items at the store and place extra items in the safe.
Yes, I know. First of all, I'm just going to have a quick loop around here. I remember there being something on the floor, but my memory is less than perfect at the moment. I am still a little bit under the weather. Right. First things first, let's flog off most of these. I'll be brave. Don't need that. Right. Then, the line gun, my favourite weapon in the entire game. I'm also going to buy a power node and the level 2 suit. This suit here is just a space suit. No damage resistance whatsoever. So the only resistance he has, the only resistance to damage he has is his own flesh. That's like hull tanking. It's like saying I can block punches with my face. Now, however, now that is what I call a suit of armour. And to be honest, of all of the standard suits of armour in the game, not counting the DLC, which is only available on the consoles, I think this one actually looks best. Later ones have better damage resistance, certainly, but they also have more rivets on them.
Your weapon has no ammo in its clip.
Yes, I know. They also have more rivets and things on them, which for me makes them seem a little bit on the chunky side. This one I think has the best aesthetic appeal, although the helmet, let's move to a position where you can actually see his face. The helmet changes with each incarnation, and I think it's either the 4th or the 5th, I can't quite decide. So the level 4 or level 5 suit, which I think has the best aesthetic value on its faceplate. I mean, this one's pretty cool, and is reload my weapon. Is functional. It makes sense, but it just looks kind of meh. It's a bit too plain, if you understand what I mean. But now you see, this is why I brought. Oh, as it happens, I only had one in the end. I'll keep that one then instead of selling it. Notice that the lights have now gone out in here. It's flickering. Not a good place to be if you're epileptic. Epileptic? Is that kind of like half dyslexia, half epilepsy? Where instead of having an epileptic fit, you have an epileptic fit where you sporadically misspell words. Things I come up with sometimes, I don't even know where my brain develops all this from. Oh, incidentally, your weapons actually use a number system, so using the mouse won't get them out. It won't bring them up for you. You have to press the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, you can change it so that you can use different controls, but you can't scroll through them with the mouse like you can in most games. But I don't care. I have the line gun. Oh my! Oh, I love this gun. Ah, look at it. It is, in a lot of ways, as I'm sure you can tell by the aiming thing, it's very similar to the plasma cutter. the same principle, just on a larger scale. But if you notice, as you move closer, the lasers actually spread apart, making it cover a wider area. It becomes even more noticeable as you level up the power of the weapon, where it eventually reaches the points where it will actually sweep an entire room. Or if you fire it down a corridor, it'll kill everything along the way. It's one of those weapons that has a great deal of power, offset by a slow fire speed and low ammo. But if you know how to use it properly, and once it's fully leveled up, can offset almost the entirety of the drawbacks, shall we say.
Shh. Shh, it's all right.
Don't shush me.
He's here. Nothing to be afraid of.
Dare shush me, I'll shoot you in the face.
I knew you would come.
Yeah. Stamp on you. Stamp on you.
I saved this.
Shooty,
For
shooty.
you.
Can't shoot her. No, not fair, not fair.
Go.
Use kinesis.
Yeah.
Or throw objects.
It's to take me.
I like the kinesis module. It is one of my favourites. Now watch this. See it moving slower? Haha! Slow motion! Oh, I love doing that. Mixing the two up. Anyway, enough of my silliness.
Pick up schematics to add items to the store.
Let's just make a move, shall we? Flamethrower. Not my favourite weapon in the game. It does have its uses, but...
Isaac, are you there? We were attacked. Kendra's gone. 1 minute she was there, and I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes, and we'll find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. You'll have to blow through it to get to the morgue. Get some thermite from medical storage, and a shock pad from zero-G therapy. Should be down the corridor. Communication is useless in all this static.
Secondary fire? No, really? You mean that thing that I've been already using quite a lot? Yeah, if you want to use the flamethrower, I don't really recommend it so much in this game. However, in Dead Space Extraction, now that is a whole different story. In Dead Space Extraction, that weapon is obscenely overpowered. Another piece of advice as well, if you find a weapon that you really like, and you find that you're struggling to find ammunition for it, best thing to do is actually to only have that weapon in your inventory, or that and one other in your inventory. Now there are a few things I want to show you whilst I'm here, which may be considered spoilers, but I figure if you're really worried about spoilers, you won't be watching a Let's Play in the first place. You could run around and deal with everybody out there, which isn't all that difficult, but I found that coming in here, which makes no sense, because they can only come in through that there. Also, that's the secondary fire. Ouch. If you fire two of them, they'll actually combine up and they just cut through everything. But yeah, if you come into this room, it's the only place they can get to you from is that straight on the floor there. Unless you're unlucky enough to have one coming in through the door behind you. Another thing I want to show you is that guy there. I'll do that in a minute. Look at his leg. See the metal plates? They actually act as armour, making them more difficult to deal with. That's why his leg hasn't come off yet, despite me putting several shots into him already. Try and aim for the breaks around the knees and around the thigh area. Or, better yet, just go for his arms. Deal with it that way. Right. I think there might still be one more left. Yeah, it does appear that way. I'll go and get him in a moment.
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor, Terrence, there will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
And that's what worries me.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this room. In fact, I played through the game 7, 8 times, maybe more, before I spotted it. So there's a little mini marker in there. Oops. In case you're wondering why I'm not using the line gun at the moment, despite stating that it was my favourite weapon in the game, don't worry, there is a reason for that, and it will soon be explained. And apparently there is still another one knocking around in here. I think I know where that one is though. No, I'm stuck in the door again. That was funny. Yeah, I think I know where the last one is. There he is. Thought so. For some reason those ones rarely come in at you through the vents, even though they are capable of doing it.
Quarantine lifted.
I've certainly seen them do it more than once. They usually don't in areas like this.
I finally convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious. Breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kyne so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps the patient from the colony.
That guy scares me. He is a true zealot. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but let me just say, some of the things that you see from him later in the game, he's extremely well acted, extremely well written. And it's one of those examples of someone being more frightening than the monsters. Just have to sit through this bit. I don't know if you can see there, the door's on standby, can't open it yet. It's kind of forcing us to watch this one. One of my complaints about the game, that and the blood smear there is a little bit on the dodgy side. Thankfully, Dead Space doesn't have many of those kinds of events, although, from what I understand, Dead Space 2 does. I thought he did it straight away. I wanted to do that. I love that animation. Also, I don't know if you saw, but it was actually stabbing its pincer thing directly into his back. I love that animation. I know it's kind of silly to enjoy something like that where I'm actually taking damage, but a lot of the time I prefer to actually let them grab me, take a few hits, and just watch him kick them around like a football. It's like, boom! But I'm going to show you how to deal with them properly. Don't shoot them in the body. Shoot them on those tentacle things there. You'll deal with them a lot faster. If you try shooting them in the body, they can take a massive amount of punishment. They will just soak up your ammunition. Unfortunately, I know that doesn't. Yeah, aim for the tentacles. Keep the tentacles on. When they go up on the wall, it's a good time being able to do that, something useful. I'll tell you something, I'm doing far better this time around than I was the first time I recorded that. I slept most of today, I haven't been feeling all that well, mostly because of the weather I think, but a number of other things. So the first time I played through this I died several times by the time I reached here. My reaction times just were not up to par. Right, I think I might...
Alright, that thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Do you know what? Instead of carrying on here and going for the next checkpoint that Blank stopped at, I know I've mentioned him a few times, but I'm kind of doing these in response to him. He's reignited my love of this game. maybe want to play through it again. But instead of going for the next place where he stopped after this one, I'm actually gonna call it a day here. Just slightly ahead of where I am now. Oh, there's another one. In that case, no, I won't go with my original plan. I'm just going to do a few little bits and pieces first. Ow, spitting at me. I'm going to do a few little bits and pieces first before I stop. And then I'm going to call it a day. I'll probably do the second one tomorrow. Thus allowing me to catch up with my main man, Blank Space. Blank Space? Blank Door, sorry. But seriously, I do think that you should name your series that, my friend. Blank Space. It just has a nice ring to it. Quickly, I'm going to be quick about this. A few little bits and pieces first. I'm going to go a little bit further than he did where he saved. Just add the flamethrower there, sell there. Sell that, sell that. I'll sell some of these, and I will show you why in a moment. That's why I'm continuing. I want to show you what I was doing first. Buy a few more of those, and you know what? I'll be brave. Put that in storage. I'll be very brave. I'll sell one more set of line reps so I can buy another power node. Several reasons for that, as I'm about to show you. I'll be as quick as I can about this though. But power nodes are useful. Great piece of advice for you. Always try and keep at the very least, keep one in reserve. Oh look, it's a Pantera fan. I'm going to leave you wondering about that one until next time. But that guy, definitely. Right. First reason for getting extra nodes. These doors here. Now, a lot of people think that they're not worth opening because of the things you get in them generally, especially at this stage in the game, aren't worth that much. I mean, the large med pack is worth $5 grand. Most people are going to keep that. That's worth $3 grand. Most people are going to... Well, the only thing you can do is sell that.
Yeah.
So,
We found something.
it cost me 10 grand to come in here,
Right.
and I've made back
I wouldn't be
8 at the
certain of
most.
that. There was nothing divine in what I saw.
Doesn't seem like much, does it?
This. We are the first witnesses. Matthias isn't letting anyone down.
However,
it's under quarantine until we learn more.
Later rooms like that,
He of all people should know that this is greater than him.
you can get
or the operation,
ruby and
or
diamond
even the company.
semiconductors,
This is our deliverance. Keep your damn voice down.
which give you far
People
more
are
than
dying
3,000
down there.
credits.
Only the worthless
So,
and the unbelievers.
they are definitely
But I
worth going
believe.
for.
Do you
The other
believe,
thing,
Terrence? Do you?
the reason I haven't upgraded, I haven't been using my line gun yet, is because I'm going to upgrade the capacity. I think I'll also upgrade the damage on my plasma cutter. And now I'm going to start making use of my line gun. See this? Full ammunition. Upgrading the capacity of your weapon whilst it has no ammunition, in fact whilst it has any missing ammunition, fills it back up. So the best piece of advice I can give, is especially on higher difficulty settings, is always make sure you upgrade your weapon, your capacity of your weapon, when you've already used everything up. Now, I'm going to save on the top slot. Keep the second one just in case, for whatever reason, this one doesn't work out, but I think it has this time. Okay, in that case, thank you very much for watching. I hope that my ramblings, though more prolific, have been more entertaining for you this time.
Oh Christ, what's going on? Get the hell out of there, you madman! Why are you on fire? Jesus.